so you guys hear it because I watched a little bit of it. It's not a long video here.
Thank you, sir. Honor to meet you, sir. Mr. Trump, what do you make about Biden not showing up? You showing up before he did.
Come on, Trump. Thank you so much.
And that question is the narrative that the right is running with.
Mm-hmm. And they will forever until the election. This will be a campaign ad. This video will be a campaign. I guarantee it.
And liberals having a hard time coping with this critique. Liberals are having a hard time.
Mm-hmm.
There's a funny story. I gotta dig it up. Where liberals like, oh my God, they're trying to paint Biden as not caring for the American people because they're standing with Ukraine. It's so disingenuous. And then I'm like, what? At what point in your tweet do you disprove their claim? you just mad because they found a good strategy. Yeah. I didn't save it. I gotta find that tweet because it's actually hilarious. And then like all these liberals in the comments like, don't worry, they're not gonna hurt. They're not gonna be too bad on Biden. No, you guys.
It's Ohio and Pennsylvania.
You got fucked up.
Really? You just gave Ohio and Pennsylvania to Trump for sure. No questions asked.
So I mean, you guys, my position as a Marxist is I like to expose. I think it's very effective. The contradictions of the capitalist system, embarrass the system to make people disgusted by it so they be more ready for a revolution. That's the strategy of a Marxist. That's the best I can do on my channel. So that's why when I see these electoral things, it's nothing but hilarious to me.
Yeah.
Nothing like when I watch this shit, when you think about how much they just fucked up here, and the people see billions of dollars going to Ukraine. People Judge has been trending for a week because he's being roasted by everybody, right? This is devastating. Let me continue the video because you guys, it's only beginning. Listen to this. I'm gonna show you guys another clip.
Can I just say quickly? Can I just if there's any Trump supporters watching, I need to be very clear. Donald Trump does not give one single fuck about these people. He's using this. This is opportunism. He saw an opening. He saw that Biden wasn't going to visit, and he was like, "I'm going to go. This will look great for me." So he does not care about the people of East Palestine. He does not give one single fuck. He is owned by the rail companies too. He's the one that did the deregulation in 2017. Yeah. Not that would have impacted this particular crash, but I mean, he still deregulated them. Like he is on the side of the rail companies all the way, 100%. Do not get it twisted. This guy doesn't care about you either, but optically, this is a win for him.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that. That should be obvious.
It should be, but I want to make sure it's very clear to people because a lot of Trump supporters are pretending like this is, oh, it's so great a president. No, he doesn't give one single fuck, not a single one. So don't get it twisted. It is 100% opportunism. This is politically advantageous for him to go here. He knows that he's not an idiot. This is a campaign ad. He does not care.
That's why I really hope people, and it's sad to see people fall for this.
I know.
Because if anyone doubts what Misty has said, I got a simple question. How did these people's lives improve when Trump was president?
It didn't.
You guys already had a chance to bat and you failed these people, which is why it's hilarious that anyone will make that claim. But let's continue this video. Not too long. Let's look at the reception here.
Thank you, sir. Honor to meet you, sir. Mr. Trump, what do you make about Biden not showing up? You showing up before he did.
Come on, Trump. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much. Hey, Trump, take a picture of my face. A picture? He's not Trump, the real president. Yeah, Trump.
Can we stop this shit as a culture? I'm sorry. Off topic. Why the fuck are you asking for an autograph from a politician? God damn, Americans are pathetic. I'm sorry. That's mean. But that's literally ridiculous. And that's common.
Well,
I'm not saying it's not common in other culture. I'm not saying that.
No, but we've celebritized. These are celebriticians. They're not politicians anymore. They're celebriticians. We have celebritized politics. We've turned them into teen idols. It's fucking weird. It's weird. There's no substance. It's just the cult of personality thing. That's all it is anymore.
Like, how do Trump supporters not see themselves as same as AOC fans and vice versa? Because when I see AOC fans stand over her, it's the same disgust I see when I see this. I'm like, how? Why? Like, I and we've talked about this before. I despise celebrity culture. Yeah. There are people who make art and perform in ways that I deeply respect, but I would never worship them. I met a few, and they're like, "Oh, he's just a fucking person." And whenever I see people do that, it's very cringe. When I see people celebrity worship, but at least that's someone who has an art that you love, right? That makes more sense to me than this, right?
Yeah, I mean, at least like a musician or something like offers you something. You know what I mean? Like you're getting something from them. Politicians don't give you shit, yo. Not a damn thing.
So I'm already don't get celebrity worship in general. So politician worship blows my mind. Like it blows my mind. That's why I remain friends with Misty, even when I was in the Brain campaign. Because like, oh yeah, those are legitimate criticism. Fuck them. If she's right, fuck them.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean, that's always been my mindset. So I'm gonna show because this is the other part of this here. Because this is the headline. The day, like, look at the date, the 20th. So
President's Day in this country, and he's in a foreign country giving away $500 million.
It literally just writes itself.
Yeah,
as it's happening. So this is what liberals don't want to react to, because I think I'll get the hang of this now. It's an update, but I think I ain't getting the hang of it. So let's pull this part up, because it's from Max Blumenthal. And Misty, if you can't hear it, you can help me out. Just give me a shout if you can't hear anything.
No, I can. Yeah, I've been hearing everything.
Yeah, so I fucked the intro up. That's bothering me. But anyway, let's watch this video. This is from Max Blumenthal, East Palestine, Ohio Mayor Trent Conaway. I found out today through one of the briefings that Biden was in Ukraine giving millions to people over there and doing nothing for us. Listen.
Yeah, I think he has to prove himself to you. And Mayor, before we let you go, you saw President Joe Biden over in Ukraine. Did that make you feel slighted in any way? I mean, he hasn't really. Can he not hear me?
I got you, Trent. He asked, before we go, I can repeat. He said, with the president being in Ukraine today, did that surprise you?
Absolutely. That was the biggest slap in the face. That tells you right now he doesn't care about us. So
agreed.
He can send every agency he wants to, but I found that out this morning.
No matter how much you scream Red Brown Alliance, nothing gonna stop people from feeling this way, liberals.
No.
And NATO left. They're fucked, man. They're really fucked. Let's continue.
One of the briefings that he was in the Ukraine giving millions of dollars away to people over there and not to us. And I'm furious.
On President's Day in our country.
Yeah, President's Day in our country. He's over in Ukraine. So that tells you what kind of guy he is.
All right. Well, listen, you two hang in there. Please let us know if we can do anything. And I'm glad you're holding Alan Shaw's feet to the fire.
So Joe Biden is getting crushed in the media.
As he should be.
Yeah, as he should be.
And listen, let's not pretend that like Biden going there would change anything for the people of East Palestine. It wouldn't. It would be performative. However, as the president of the United States, when something as catastrophic as that happens in a town in this country, you show the fuck up. I don't know. That's a no-brainer. He should have been there like day one, next day, checking on these people, assuring them that he's got their back. I mean, I wouldn't believe them, but I'm talking from an optics perspective here. That's a no-brainer in politics. You show up, you make sure that they understand that you're there for them. You reassure them that, you're going to help. Help them get the answers that they think that they need or whatever. I mean, it took 10 days for Pete Buttigieg to even mention it. I mean, I don't think Biden mentioned it unless he was specifically asked about it. Like they didn't even talk about it. A small town in Ohio was like, there was a mushroom cloud. There's like chemicals all over the place. And they didn't even mention it. Like, oh no. And then when Pete Buttigieg was asked about it, he's like, yeah, well, I know that this one's getting a lot of attention, but there's like 1,000 trains around, like poo-pooing it. Like it's no big deal. First of all, you're the transportation guy. If there's 1,000 train derailments, maybe you should do something about that. Second of all, this one's getting more attention because it's a big fucking deal. Like, it's mind-blowing. It is mind-blowing how out of touch and stupid these people are. And I have to think that it's like it's intentional. Like you really can't be that dumb. They can't be this dumb. I mean, if I'm some chick in Ohio and I know this, so surely some political strategists, some political strategists in DC, surely they know that this is bad. It looks bad. It's bad.
So, like, the people in East Palestine, Ohio is calling them out for this. Obviously, the Republican Party is running with this for days. And the funniest thing is the liberals, I'm going to show you guys this here later, they're trying to pretend this is a giant victory for Biden. They're like, oh my God, Biden went to Ukraine. It was a great success. There's a Morning Joe segment. They said, this is the defining moment of Biden's presidency. Dude. Meanwhile, Biden's getting destroyed over this.
Nick, they did Train Force or Rail Force One. They tried to get Rail Force One because he took a train in Ukraine. As there's a major catastrophic train derailment in this country, they tried to get trending on Twitter Rail Force One, as if
no
that's
way!
not
I missed it. I've been
unbelievable.
banned for a week, so I missed all that. I missed
Dude,
that.
I'm
Yeah.
not even kidding you. Hillary
No
Clinton
way.
tweeted it out, like hashtag Rail Force One, because he rode a train in Ukraine in a war zone, and they were like, "Oh, that's so cool of him! Like he rode a train." You're doing that as there's a major train derailment in Ohio where there's, I mean, holy shit, dude! The unforced errors here are just
Yeah,
like piling up. Really,
it's absurd. And
painful.
the anti-imperialists, we calling this out. Real socialists are calling this out. You have the residents of Ohio that's calling this out. You have the right that is running with this. The liberals that is pretending that this is somehow great. How is the neo left coping with the whole thing? You still have Bernie Sanders say he's gonna support Biden. You still have Pramil Jayapal. She literally sent out a campaign statement for Biden and said we got to support him for 2024. There's no criticism of the U.S. preference of the Ukraine over Ohio.
Dude, Pramila Jayapal's tweet said something about we gotta reelect Biden for environmental reasons. What?
What? I need to stay my ass on Twitter. See, I've been missing a lot of this ridiculousness.